Why are you not like your brother? Why are you not like your sister? Comparison. All these, they are caused by the parent.
Yes.
But when a child is there, they will not project back to the parent. It's now to that sibling. An innocent sibling is there, but because the parent pointed at you, telling you, why are you not like this other one? From nowhere now enmity starts. So they will grow knowing, for me, everything I'm compared with this one. If you are the one with financial muscles, or who looks like you are more well up, now you find even whoever was being favored, there is a way of shifting. The one with money now becomes the favorite one. There is also, for the parents, they will tend to burden you more. And you'll be guilt-tripped and manipulated.
I've seen families where someone has sexually abused someone, and this person might even be your brother or your sister, but because it needs to remain in the family, you are silenced.
Yes.
Does that contribute to you hating a family member or a sibling?
Yes. You have no business to tolerate someone, whether it's your father, your mother, who has breached your rights. This is your brother's son who did this. We can cover this as family. What are you telling them? You're already normalizing things that should not be happening. You are covering and you are saying silence is what is going to dominate in this house. So you've minimized the pain felt by the other person by elevating the abuser and covering them up.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of LNS. My name is Lynn Ngugi, and again we get to meet for another beautiful conversation where we are doing the three things we are still doing this year. We are learning, unlearning, and relearning. And I know today's conversation, just from the thumbnail text or the YouTube title, is very relatable to majority of you. I mean, why don't I talk to my siblings anymore? Is it because of some of the childhood traumas that have gone undressed? And how do you navigate knowing that this is my family member, but number one, I do not feel like talking to them, and number two, I do not know how to forgive what they did to me, or even number three, my parents favored them and I felt unworthy. So honestly, I don't think I want to be in my siblings' life anymore. Today, I'm joined by our incredible LNN resident psychologist, Trizah Kainika, who you've seen on this platform a couple of times, and she's going to help us navigate this conversation. And I would love to hear your thoughts on the comment section after this show. What has been your take home? So without further ado, please allow me to let her introduce herself to our new audience so that we can be able to get right into our conversation of today. Trizah,
Yes,
how
Lynn.
are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. I am good because we get to sit here. I always say it's a blessing for us to sit here and have another conversation, because it does not escape my mind that there are some of us who woke up one day and they wanted to do what they love and they were unable to do what they love. So for me, it's always gives me a sense of, blessing that I'm really here. Yeah.
Wow, that's so great.
Yes.
It's passion for you, right?
Yeah. I know it's passion and work. So we just learn to navigate.
Wow.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah.
Very, very much okay. Looking forward to today's topic. Yeah.
And I'm happy to have you again on this platform. I loved our conversation last time, and I love the feedback that it's getting, which, when we air these things and we see the feedback on the comment section, that's when it dawns on you that this was really a need. But before we get into today's show, we have new subscribers on the platform who may be missed on our episodes together. So could you introduce yourself, tell them what you do, and how they can also connect with you?
Great. My name is Trizah Kainika. I am a psychologist and a resident psychologist here at LNN.
Yes.
So I'm a psychologist at All Smiles Therapy Center and Training Institute. At All Smile, we do 360 when it comes to mental health. Yes. And that starts right from the therapy, the normal professional counseling for, children, teenagers. You go into premarital, marriage, adults one-on-one for corporate employees assistance program, Then we also have an inpatient rehabilitation center. We've done an entire episode, actually two, about that, about addiction, and not just addiction, even severe mental disorders. So we have a rehabilitation center. And we also do training when it comes to matters mental health. We have short courses. We also have diploma and certificates on diploma in counseling psychology, certificate in counseling psychology, and marriage and family therapy.
And I think the best thing is I've seen you go through these whole 3 stages. You have definitely attended to some of our previous guests on our episode when it matters counseling. I've been to the rehabilitation center. It's one of the safest rehabilitation centers that we have. And I love how you curated it because it feels like home. And I have had close people who have also been in that rehabilitation center, which is absolutely amazing. And I attended a graduation for some of your students who graduated. So a win is a win.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of our journey. I mean, we started back, is it 2021? Like we've been here this long. And also seeing us grow. One thing is we do appreciate LNN and not just get to know your family. It's not just the office here. Your family goes beyond that because anyone who is watching you by attachment and by us coming and having this conversation, they also become part of All Smiles family. So we do appreciate. You're also part of our growth and we are happy. That's why we also celebrate your growth. When you grow all these subscribers, we say your win is also our win.
And I appreciate you too. Every day you come and sit here to have conversations like the one we're about to have today. Why I no longer talk to my siblings. And maybe to start from a personal note, have you ever gone, you know, without speaking to your sibling? Maybe if you want to share that, is this something that has happened to you? Because me, I have. I've gone without speaking to my sister and I'm like, man, it hurts. But me sit and text, you know, and you know, there's always that heaviness in your heart because, you know, this is my sister and we need to talk. I've actually gone without speaking to my best friend, who I also consider my sister, and that did hurt a lot. So maybe for you, have you gone through it? And maybe as you share, could you walk us through maybe why it happens, how to navigate it when it happens, and when do we stop saying, anyway, blood is thicker than water? Maybe blood is thicker than water, but I no longer want this blood in me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe, could be. Blood is thicker than water, and it just remains that way. You know, I mean, those are things that happen at time. So yeah, personal experience, yes, I'm human before anything else. So I have 2 brothers, and I'm the firstborn. So have also had instances where we are not talking. Francis came here and he shared his journey going through addiction. And you realize someone who is going through substance addiction in the family, at time they are a headache. Before you get to navigate and get to know this person, they are actually sick. They'll not start by being sick. You'll not start by saying that. Even by me being a psychologist, that's not the first thing that will come to mind. It will be, this is too much. You're not the only child in this family. You're not going to give our mom pressure. Like everyone can mind their own businesses. And you know, there is that thing of we are all over 18. We are no longer children anymore. And everyone has their own life. So yeah, I have been there. And I'm glad because we've been able to make up and we made up very well.
Good. And for you, how was it like those moments when you guys did not talk to each other? Did you feel that heaviness in your heart?
The heaviness definitely was there because even not talking to each other, not like it came, we are now not talking, we are enemies. It's just a matter of waking up one day, no one is reaching out to the other. And not only that, you are also tired. You know, there is some things that are making you feel, I need not to. So you are here waiting for the other person to reach out, and they're also waiting for you to reach out. So before you know it, the gap can continue, you know, widening. So that comes with a lot of heaviness. You get to see other people out there, whether in person, when you attend events or social media and all, and you're just wondering, why can't my brother, be like, why can't we be like the people that we are seeing here? Yeah, but though have also seen and experienced through other people some very, hard moments when it comes to siblings.
All right, let's professionally tackle this
Yeah.
so that it can be, very useful to our audience. What's the root cause of this enmity or this hostility or these feelings towards a sibling?
Wow. I'll start with the first thing, parenting.
Yeah.
When you talk about the siblings, there is some parents involved. Yes. And in this case, we refer to parents. They could be adoptive parents, relatives, anyone who was there, the caregivers. So parenting, not necessarily the biological parents. So how does it all start? When you are growing up, there is the favoritism. And we keep on saying, as a parent, do you have your favorite child? And that's a very hard conversation to discuss. But now the question is, amongst your children, do they feel like you have your favorite? And how do you justify when it comes to your favorite? Is it because of the birth order, though it's also another course that I'll discuss on its own? Or is it because you just opted to? So anytime that we create that boundary, that for my children, I'm going to have a favorite, and I'll let the rest of the children get to know. First, even by bringing yourself to have a favorite, it means there is one that you are offering more attention because they compete for attention. Whose children are they? If you start saying, this is my favorite, then who am I? Who is going to have me as their favorite? And why our lastborn? As firstborn, am I not an equal child just like our lastborn? Like our, or as the lastborn, am I not an equal child, So the first thing is the favoritism that is so real, visible, and it's felt. So it all starts with our upbringing. And not to say that the adult sibling rivalry started from right there. I have just said one of the things is the parenting. And this grows beyond us being children. So when we are growing, you are able to see, so-and-so is my mom or my dad's favorite. And you realize most of the time, when one parent realizes the dad has a favorite, they'll also tend to favor another one.
They choose their favorite.
So if the family has more than two,
yes,
now that family becomes so crushed. Because what will happen to the third and the fourth? When you do that, you are doing something called ranking. So you rank them. I'll start with you. You are the most favored person. Then I have another one like that, like that.
Yes.
So what happens if you rank me the last one? So as they are growing, they already know who will get the last chapati, who will not get the canes.
The chicken stick.
Exactly. And who you'll be there, lullaby, sleep, and who it's time for sleep. What are you still doing here? So we start unknowingly by just picking on some strength and attaching to them and assuming because this one is bright in school, automatically they are my favorite.
Yes.
Another thing on parenting, comparison. Why are you not like your brother? Why are you not like your sister? How comes you can do this? Comparison. So the moment you want me to be like my brother, I'm Trizah and Francis is my brother. How am I Francis and I'm Trizah? So we don't see the positives. We are supposed, if you do something wrong, correct this child the way they are. You don't have to have the other sibling to be the determinant or the person who is going, the reference. That each and everything is what your sister did. How comes? You can't be the bright one in school. You can't even do this. You can't even cook like your sister. Exactly. And now you see all those things. So now what happens is, remember all this, they are caused by the parent.
Yes.
But when a child is there, they will not project back to the parent. It's now to that sibling. An innocent sibling is there, but because the parent pointed at you telling you, why are you not like this other one? From nowhere now enmity starts. So they will grow knowing, for me, everything I'm compared with this one. And two things will happen. Either they'll form something we call triangulation. Now, because I know mommy loves you, you're the one to go and ask for this. They can work well through the favored one, but get to know mentally you are draining this other one. Because for me, I know I do not have a voice. Or it can all be against and sabotage. You are the loved, so I'm going to take your pencil, hide it and all that. Now, Lynn, it grows beyond that. Because for parenting, there is also the attachment styles, and we call it the yesteryears or the early childhood attachment. The moment I realize I'm not your to-go person, it means I start withholding.
Yes.
So you come in the house, I'm like, I can see the last born or whoever, and there is a reason why I keep on talking about the last born, because I'm going to the birth order.
Yes.
But your favorite child is not here. So when you come in, hi, how are you? Oh, where is so and so? I mean, first say hi to me. I am here.
I am here.
Exactly.
Unioni.
Hunioni. So parents, they are coming from work, but the first thing is, where is so and
Yes.
so? Just relate with the ones who are here. Ask them, how are you and everything. Now, after that, ask, where is so and so?
I love that.
Now, the moment, the first thing is, where is mommy? Where is Baba?
I'm saying I love it because it's totally relatable, you know. I know our parents are going to watch this and they also know the role they've played, you know. You come in, you find the other children, kwanza umebebea mwingine mandizi.
Yes.
And you say, hello. Relatable.
Exactly. Where is so and so?
Yes.
It also goes beyond where is so and so. Even when a parent comes in, and they can see the other kids, they are coming. Where is one for so and so? Let's say you've gone to kitchen, you've served yourself. Wapi chakula ya nani? And mami, niko na yangu, you know? Like I have my food.
Yes.
She can go and serve. Like you are more careful,
yes.
Or it's like a routine. I should not be serving before so and so serves first. Everything. Do you have something for them? Why are you taking fruits? But when it's so and so, this is what you want. A good example, and I'm starting right from when they're growing up,
yes.
is where you have a routine. You've introduced maybe breakfast, you have tea break, and especially now that they're about to close school, and at 4 they take snack. But because there is the favored one who want to take snack at lunchtime, and there is a routine, it's okay. It's a baby. It's okay, it's your sister, it's your brother. So at what point are they my brother and my sister when I'm supposed to just allow a behavior that is not allowed in the house? So the part that parents play. Now, it grows bigger into adulthood. First thing, if you are financially capable, now you find even whoever was being favored, there is a way of shifting. And this is a call to the parents. You give birth to the one with money, to the one without, because now everything, and two things more likely to happen. The one with money now becomes the favorite one. If they're coming over Christmas, the rest they need to start clearing the compound, and because so-and-so is coming.
Yes.
We need to prepare, so-and-so is coming.
Lynn anakuja, Trizah anakuja.
Lynn anakuja huku. Gari itapitia wapi? You know, I have seen the memes where, like, if you are not okay, utakuwa kwa matumbo when other people, they are doing their work. So, yes. Parents, they... I mean, yeah.
Guys, we gotta laugh about it because, sorry, let me digress kidogo, Trizah.
Yeah, sure,
you know, it's the same way when you have cousins and you have cousins who are Nairobi and you guys, you are living in Ushago. Mutaosheshwa vyombo, you will serve them the first ones, watakula kwanza, and you guys have to wait for the cousins who are Nairobi wakuwe sawa, so for that you guys after. Can be able to come after. You see, that part, you come last, it's something else. Yeah, but sorry, go on.
It's okay. Yeah, you come last, and not only that, even the good things. Maybe they want to go back, there is banana, and you know, when banana is ripening, there is, of course, the part that is, you know, so fresh, and there is what started first. Now, you need to wait. You need to wait. If you have, like, the yams, the potatoes, and all that, there is, everything is for this particular one. And why are they favored? Because they came in carrying a bag of shopping, but forgetting the other one is offering their blood. They are with you. They're the ones milking. Maybe they are still growing also. So parents also plays a role of discriminating the children. The moment I show in my children, I have this one is of this level, then this one follows, and this one follows. Now, what do you expect them to do? What will happen is the next time I hear Lynn is coming home, I'll also ensure that we have chama the same day. I'll not be there. I'll not be cooking for you. But what will happen to Lynn? I'm coming home and Trizah knows that I'm coming home. She can just wait to interact.
And just say hi.
And just say hi. What did I ever do to her? Before you know it, you are
growing
But
apart.
where did it all start?
Right there.
Again, if you are the one with financial muscles or who looks like you are more well up, there is also, for the parents, they will tend to burden you more. And you'll be guilt-tripped and manipulated. And the first thing is, God has blessed you. You think, why do you think God blessed you and not your siblings? I mean, I am a sister or a brother and not their caregiver. You are the parent. You need to up your game. You need to take care of your children. There is that thing, and now that will take me to the next reason of the birth order.
Yes.
Now we have the parenting, now we go to the birth order. So for the birth order, let's start with the firstborns. Most of the time, two things happen. You realize that firstborn will be the most loved, or the most that they are not, in fact, they are called the black sheep of the family. For two reasons. You'll be black sheep because how you are brought up is very different from the rest of your siblings. Lynn, the same dad, the same mom, but still, all the children, they go to different families. And I want you to think about it this way. By the time they are giving birth to the firstborn, it's only the mom and the dad who is there. I'm just assuming the parenting in this case might be a single parent. Yes. So it's only the parents who are there. So this child comes to the first one to start everything. When there is the second born, they do not come to the same family like the first one. The first one came to only the parents. Yes. The second born comes to
the parents
and the firstborn. By the time you are bringing in the fifth born,
they are entering a family with children.
With children already. In fact, they might not even end up getting anything new, because they'll keep on inheriting what my brother, the other brother, and all that. So as much as we want to say that they are the same family and all that, it's all different dynamics. So you realize for the firstborn, there is, of course, first that attention, then all of a sudden the secondborn comes, and now all the attention is shifted. And one thing we say is, as a parent first, do not forget that even if you are expectant, the child you are carrying, and the one you have, they are all children. No one should be another, like a co-parent. You are co-parent to the other one. So the moment you do not give each other time, the firstborn will grow not to like the family setup, because to them, everything that I had, it was taken away by my siblings. And they will keep on referring to, we go back to childhood traumas. When you are growing up, you got this that I never got. You are privileged, you had this, I never had it. And so they will grow with that bitterness. If left unresolved, for them also to get to know even the financial position of the parents and all that, it will always be, you are more loved than I am. Now, in a scenario where this firstborn, because firstborns, they are known to be responsible, and many at the time, they are parentified. Being parentified means you are assumed to be the parent. When a parent is leaving, ensure you take care of your brothers and your sisters.
Yes.
Ensure they've eaten. When they come back, some will even get canes, even on behalf of their siblings. Now, that also grows until now when they are grown enough. So, birth order firstborn. Number one, to the firstborns, get to know your siblings. They are also not your children. Because I grew up parenting you. I was parentified. So in a way, I parented you. Yeah. That does not give firstborns the rights to dictate, because that's also something that brings in the rivalry in adulthood. That now for you, I need to be giving orders. Your siblings, they only have one parent, or rather the parent, and you are not among the parents they have. You remain as their sibling. So you fight for the firstborn, they are conflicted. You are caregiver, you are giving. Some might end up being entitled and not knowing you are actually helping. They are entitled because they feel you are another parent to them. They'll even question, how comes you've not sent me money for this? It's almost 8 months, I need to pay rent. I mean, I am not your caregiver, or you need to pay school fees. And please note, I am not saying that you should not be helping, but I'll come to that when I'm talking about let's set the proper boundaries and get to know when are you helping and when are you being taken advantage of. Then we go to the middle child. They are more likely to be on their own because especially when there is the firstborn, they are born, they have all the attention, all of a sudden is taken away, there is another lastborn coming. And for the middle child could be, if you are 3, the second born. If you are 5, now you have second, third, and fourth. Yes. So most of the time they are also independent. But again, the other siblings, they just assume this one, they just mind their own business. But it's how, again, the birth order and how they were brought up. Yeah. There is the lastborns. There is so much out here talked about the lastborns. And actually, it's not far from the truth because first they have all the attention from the parents, also attention from the siblings. Until a time, if people are not so careful, lastborn will grow up to be entitled unless you are able to call it out. Yes. And they'll think, my big brother, what he has is mine. My sister, my parents, everything, all that you all have, it's mine. Until when now you have your own responsibilities. You have your own family, and the lastborn will now be competing with your children. That's when you realize, when you are asked something like, how comes you can afford to take your children for a vacation and I'm only asking you for 1,000 bob for this and you can't give me? Again, boundaries, how have we set them? Now we move from parenting to birth order and we go to something very important, competition when it comes to resources. The first thing is resources. Today, so many families, they are breeding the siblings because of inheritance. Yes. Who is going to inherit this? Who is going to take the land? First, there is the gender dispute. Yes. You are a lady, you are not supposed to be here. You are supposed to be married. Yes. You go and inherit, or you belong to your husband and the family. Yeah. And this is our home. So first, if the fight is not about, because we have the sibling rivalry where the girl child or the girl children in that family, they'll all be on their own, and the boys, they are on their own. And in this case, I'm referring to the gender. So male, they are on their own, and females on their own. They don't get to meet eye to eye because there is that cultural issue where, and I think for now in Kenya, anyone can inherit. Yes. And now when you raise your voice that I can also inherit, becomes that does not apply. And those things, you are guilt tripped. There is a curse in this family. Ladies from this family, they do not inherit anything. The great-great-grandpa said it's only the sons and the generation to come, only the sons. So are you a son? So there is first that one where they are fighting for the inheritance. Again, nothing to do with the gender, but who is going to get where so-and-so is buried? If you get where dad is buried, I don't know where. For me, I want a larger share and all. We've glorified inheritance that even people, other than working for what they can also get, we focus more on what we already have. Yes. And people have fought. They no longer get to meet because of land to start with and property. People, they have court cases and their siblings, Lynn. Brought up well, they grew so well, but today they meet in court. Man. The conversation is through their lawyers.
Talk to my lawyer.
You are my brother, my sister. We can't. How we have our conversation is through written documents, through our lawyers. And yet we are one blood. In that case, you look and say, is blood still thicker than water? You see? Man. So there is also the general competition. The resources, the land and the property, that's competition from what the parents they have. There is this other competition. And this one is brought by jealous. There is the positive envy. I envy you. Like, seriously, it's true that I do envy Lynn, which is a good thing. And envy does not carry bitterness. Envy is actually love because you celebrate them. You clap for them. You support them. You compliment. You are the first cheerleader. Like, you'll be there for them. Do you know who my sister is? And you take that. Then there is the jealous, where what you have, first, I don't like it that you're the one having it. Not like it's mine. I know it's not mine, but I also don't like when you have it. And we've seen so many things again happening. That someone, they can even go to a mile of poisoning.
Yes.
I can go to a mile of ensuring that you will not have what you have. You are maybe a doctor. You've gone to school. You've worked for it. I'm not. I can never become one. But just seeing you live as a doctor takes away my peace. Seeing you live in the way you are. So you get this, because people have different life choices, but siblings, they are not able to get it. So the jealous that comes with that. And you see some people, and by the way, this got nothing to do. There is, I want to be a brand on my own, which is okay. But you'll see some people, they do not even want to be associated. They're working so hard. I want to be me. I want to be Trizah. Don't talk to me about my brother. I even disown them. And you want, how do you disown your blood? I mean, in terms of how do you say, have disowned you? There is no papers for even being siblings that you'll go and file a divorce or something, yeah? So there is that also causes the sibling rivalry. And you find that we are not together. And the reason why I can't stand you is because I'm jealous of what you have. The life choices. Some siblings, they can't talk to their brothers and sisters just because they married the person they married.
Oh, come on now.
Yes. Just because you are with your partner, that's enough reason why
we don't talk.
Exactly. For no reason. And hence the question, they were not to marry you. Your brother, your sister, they were not to come and marry you.
Yes.
You are not to choose for them. We no longer do the matching, you know, partner matching. But just because you married the person you married, now you are left out. You'll even see some siblings mocking them and asking, if it's a brother, asking, when are you going to bring us a wife? And maybe in the presence of the wife.
I mean.
Yes. Yes. These are things that they are actually unspoken, and they're there in families. Maybe you married in a tribe where we don't marry. You and who? Why is it written? This is a man who married a woman. Maybe you married someone, we are not okay because they're not coming over Christmas to clean the utensils and do all these things.
And wash our feet.
Exactly. And when they come packed, they've done shopping for their kids, which is still okay. And now you say, you know, the husband is so proud of the wife, they don't do this. And from nowhere you are labeled.
Yes.
You know about the in-laws conflict. But now that extends to even your own sibling. You do not want just to see them because of that person. But Lynn, when you dig deeper, you get to ask, is that person they married so bad? Again, it goes to competition. Before you married, you could come home severally. We could come and spend at your place.
Yes.
Now we can't shout because there is a small baby. Because now this person, this girl or this, you know, the sister or the brother, they want to have their own space. You are no longer ours, you know? Because of that, we feel like the person who came to your life, they stole you away from us. Other than being happy, this is growth. Our family is growing. We are becoming broad and big.
Yes.
And some people, to date, they are cut off just because they are with the partner they are with. It even goes deeper where the parents will not even give them any inheritance. As long as you are with so-and-so, you are not my son. Or anytime you come here, don't come with so-and-so. Those things do happen. Other reasons why siblings will have all this rivalry and not want to see each other.
Yes.
Substance use. That's it's one of the greatest things that is actually making the families to go apart. And why is it like this? When we held this discussion, Lynn, we talked about different personalities.
Yes.
And you can imagine, when you listen to both sides, you feel they're justified. When you listen to the person, a sibling with a brother or a sister in substance use, they're justified. This person, I did this for them. They never appreciated. They continued. So before we get to know what are we actually dealing with, before we get to a point where we know we are dealing with an illness, we'll be taken through that journey, which is full of bitterness. The journey where you feel you no longer care about your sibling. In fact, where you turn back. When you hear something, you say, oh, they are still there. Okay.
Akikufa muniite.
Akikufa muniambie. And let me tell you, it's only that because of the taboo, people will not talk about this. But so many families, they are just like that. So many families, they're just like that. Have had a case where, you know, like you share with family and you get, he's lucky that he's alive, but we are even ready. Like we've already prepared. We went through the grief for this person, even when they're already there, you know. So what happens again during such a time, siblings will tend to be on their own because they do not know this other one is going through substance. And when you look at them as also siblings to the others, they are feeling like you've left me when I needed you most, but I'll still keep on manipulating you because I know what I want from you. So also it's good to be careful and observant of substance in the family, because that definitely brings about that strong bitterness and hatred among us siblings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys, if you want to check on how to deal with that, because we had a whole conversation on addiction and how different family members react to that and the solutions. There's an episode for you right here on the screen. Another one that tell me if this brings about the division, the divide or the rivalry. It's I've seen families where someone has sexually abused someone, and this person might even be your brother or your sister, but because it needs to remain in the family, you are silenced.
Yes.
Does that contribute to you hating a family member or a sibling?
Yes. Abuse in the family, and this is abuse of whichever way.
Yes.
Now we start with the abuse we've talked about, where there is the sexual harassment or the sexual abuse in the family. And first, when that occurs, Lynn, this person is your perpetrator.
Yep.
And we say there is someone being a perpetrator, someone being a stranger to you, whether by blood you are related or not. It starts where your rights as a human being, you feel they've been breached.
Yes.
You have no business to tolerate someone, whether it's your father, your mother, who has breached your rights. And especially the rights I'm talking about, they are your human rights. Someone has sexually abused you. That's a perpetrator. If you continue entertaining them, what's going to happen? Unless you are now part of it.
Yes.
But that one alone, even before we go to what we are going to do with this person, make siblings be like this. They'll never get to talk to each other. They'll never get to meet eye to eye, because first I will feel, how do I meet you? You are my enemy. You are actually, I need to run away from you.
Yes.
There is also the guilt. Now it goes further where the family, they feel, this is your brother.
Yeah.
You know, this is your brother's son who did this. We can cover this as family. What are you telling them? You're already normalizing things that should not be happening. You are covering and you are saying silence is what is going to dominate in this house. So you've minimized the pain felt by the other person by elevating the abuser and covering them up. What are you doing to the rest of the siblings? If they did this to our sister, to our brother, they can also come and do it to me. So again, and we will grow to start complaining. Also abuse, fights, physical fights. When we look at it, we only talk about domestic violence when someone is married. We rarely talk about the violence between siblings. Today, Lynn, we still have siblings. They are all over 18, but they will physically abuse their siblings. And you wonder, is this something that you can't have open communication? who makes you think that you can come and you start abusing me physically?
And hit me.
That can't happen, even when you look at it legally. That's a criminal offense. That's an assault, you know. But what will happen? It was just a slap. And the family, they will all be called and they'll be busy just fine. You know, it was just a slap. You should forgive your sister, your brother, and all that. Then again, another reason why the family will go apart. So yes, abuse in the family is one of the things that stirs, and people, they go apart. Yeah.
Now, when you go, I love that when I asked you about your personal experience, you said, you know what, I'm only human, you know?
Yes.
When you go through all these things, then how do you let go of the hurt? At what point do you decide, okay, I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, but I need to make peace with what has happened. Either I forgive or I move on with my life. And what solutions are there for us to navigate now through this whole disaster?
Wow. Even before I go to how to cope and how to overcome, allow me to talk about one that we've left out.
Go on.
The financial crisis.
Yes.
And by the crisis in this way can be just anything. Maybe someone took a loan using your family shampa. That one alone will bring the dispute.
Yes.
Definitely, you want to sell off our land. Who are you? Like, this is for everyone. Job loss also will come in now because you no longer have the money. Now we see you as a burden. And you know, you left me when I needed you. But there is one. And this goes to the families in diaspora. Keep on sending money home. You want to buy a plot. You want to build home. Just to come one day and realize nothing. You've been sending money home to your sibling. I mean, you trust your siblings. Your siblings, they are just like you. And so I'm okay if Lynn, my sister, I can be sending you money. I'm working so hard. People in Gulf, they're working so hard. People even in Nairobi, I'm working so hard, but I want to start something in the village or the vice versa. But the moment I come, and you also keep on showing me photos. You know, they are showing photos and videos because if you go out here, you'll not go far before you see a construction site and all that. And I'm like, yes, I can see the funties, they are working, everyone is there. Just to come home and realize you are not doing what you're supposed to do.
You are not honest.
Or maybe they bought land for themselves with the reason, you know, because you are away, I had to put in my name. Okay, now can you transfer it back to me?
No.
That's where it all starts. Like, there is so much. And when you look at such case, Lynn, when we talk about, we have the crime of passion, where maybe for the people, if they are, you know, in love and all that, but also for the family and siblings. This person has spent the entire time working, and whatever they had has already been taken away. When there is death in the family, a dad dies, your brother dies, and so who is left is the wife and the children. They become the enemy of that family, or the vice versa. Your sister dies, and so the husband and the children, they become an enemy to the family. And why? Because first, we want to go for what my sister or my brother had. And people, they are fighting over something in the name of, this is my brother, I ought to have gotten this. Lynn have seen people who have been cut off by their families because of death. And you look back and you say, wow. So we only related because of this person. So what happens to other siblings after realizing that? I will start becoming protective. What happens to the brother in that family after they see the other brother, after he died, the wife and the children were cut off? I'll be overly protective to my family. So there is a lot of things that happens within our, and especially us as adulthood, as siblings, that make us all go apart. Also the nagging. You can't be the sibling who today will call me, you call everyone in the family for money. And when you're not given, you start guilt-tripping us.
And bad-mouthing us.
The other day, Lynn, we witnessed a case where a brother killed the sister's daughter. not long ago. Yes. And we say sorry to the family. I think it's been a month or 2 months ago. When you look at it, at what point do we grow that jealous and bitterness that we want what our siblings they have to a level of going even after their children? Because we view their children as our competitors. Yes. Lynn, you are doing more for your kids. That's why I'm not getting. Then I would rather get rid of them, you see? Yeah.
And also maybe to add on what you've said, when it comes also to maybe you're in diaspora and you are sending money, that boundary that, yes, I'm also sending money to my sister, and just because, or my brother, and just because I'm sending them money to do something for me, does not warrant I need to command them the way I want, Yes. The way you say the financial muscle, you tend to feel, maybe it's because I'm the one with the money, I can have my siblings do whatever I want them to do, and they need to leave everything they are doing and make time for me and my needs. I kind of feel like that's also another issue that is a bit unspoken of.
It is. And because the one with the card of money,
yes,
they're the one who calls shots. They can literally call for a meeting. Ever heard of, there is a meeting, not a family get together or a gathering. It's a meeting with siblings. And this meeting is clearly to give you orders and instructions. You will all come and take them up, because if you don't, I'm the one with the card of money. And so the rest, they are actually, they allow me to say in quote unquote, they become like the goddess of the family.
Yes.
If you're not following their orders, Lynn, if what they say it's not what you are doing, they'll even dictate how many children you're going to give birth to. No, if you give birth to another kid, some, like what I said about the partners, they've ordered, you need to leave your partner for me to be able to help you. And you see, they're just using the card of money. So I'll have to just do away with everything. And because I was told if I give birth to another kid and this person is helped, no, they need to know they are not their boss. They need to stop bossing people around. And not just people, even in diaspora, even here. If you're the one with the muscles, and many, not even the firstborn, could be muscles because of something. I'm the one who can connect you to this. I'm the one who is had more, I'm the Nyumpakumi leader and all that. And so if I'm respected out there, I should be respected.
Back here.
No, boss, you are brother and a sister when it comes to us.
Calm down.
Calm down. We are all brothers and sisters.
To Leah.
For this family. So there is no boss. We were all born. It's only that you are born ahead or after. But we are all brothers and sisters.
To Leah.
To Leah.
I love that. To Leah na nyumba kumi.
Exactly.
How do we navigate this?
First is to manage expectations. And how we manage expectations is to realize that we are different. Your sister can be like this. They can have different life choices from mine, and that does not reduce them or make them short of a sibling just because they have different life choices. Manage the expectations. If they are also in diaspora and working hard, don't expect them to be sending you money, because they also have money needs, and they're not working so that they feed you back at home. You know those things of, but you are in America, you are in UK, you are in Gulf, you are in China. How comes you can do this? Or yours, because I have had clients, and actually a couple of them complain about it. I am okay, but I feel the burden I carry right now, it's burden at home. The call will never be, good morning, how are you? Hello, have you had? That have you had, it will end up with money. The mom is sick. Have you had the other brother is sick? Have you had this? Have you had we need to have another, maybe our house is falling or something? Have you? It will all be about money. If you remove money from the equation, they will not even call to check on you. There is no money that people go to. Lynn, you've traveled and you've seen. People out there, they actually work.
It's hard.
Like Hatuatete.
It's hard.
They work. I was in America and I just said, oh my God, I thought we work hard. We actually don't. Those people, they are not sleeping because of course the cost of living is so high. They are working 2 jobs in a day, 16 good hours, and you are asking, you are left with 8 hours. When do you do your logistic of traveling? of even being there with your kids. Like you people, they only sleep for like 4 hours, but we are here waiting for them every month with a list. Manage the expectations, get to know. That's the first one. Manage the expectation from your sibling. You are whole the way you are.
Yeah.
You don't have to rely on them to ensure you are also not a burden to them. The next thing is setting clear boundaries. It's good to know there is Trizah, there is Lynn, and Trizah and Lynn who are siblings. There is what we share as siblings, but there is the point that now if you cross it, now you are coming to my space. And this goes even, it's okay to have your siblings in your houses, but this thing has messed people, and people will keep on regretting. And I hosted them. I educated them. I did this. Sister and brother, first, no one asked you to do that.
In the first place.
In the first place. You did it out of your own will. Don't expect loyalty for what you gave out willingly, unless you are buying their loyalty.
I love that.
It's good to draw the line and we get to know why you hosting them, educating them,
or buying the loyalty.
Or buying their loyalty, because that's still a thing that we struggle with, and with that is just to let go. Then if you're that person, you are hosted and all these things done to you, courtesy calls, even just checking up on them. Let me tell you, Lynn, the giver, they struggle a lot. I know you are one, I do not know if you experience this, because they got no one to care for them, no one to give them many times. And giving is not about monetary, not even gifts. Giving is just a call to check on me. You can courtesy calls, just check on them. Because there is the thing of, why I couldn't proceed is because I had to take care of my siblings. But now they are all doctors, learned and lawyers, and they're just happy going for vacation with their families. But you educated them. You gave them that free pass to life. But also the lawyers and all that, just, courtesy call. How are you, sister? How are you, brother? I was just checking on you.
Good.
We need to maintain that. So boundaries, very, very important. Also boundaries, get to know what your sister or your brother, what they have does not belong to you. It will never be yours. If anything, nowhere, in fact, when you look at the hierarchy, even our Kenyan court, we can only claim what our parents they have.
Not our siblings.
Not our siblings, Lynn. Either if they have their families, and it's good to put it this way, their children and their spouses, they come first before you. The fact that you are siblings does not give you that card to think what my sister or my brother, what they have, I should also get a piece of it. And that gives a clear line of, I know where I can draw the line and where I can say enough is enough. Again, on boundaries, I can have a sibling, but you don't have to be all over me, especially for people who are already married, that your sister can get to the bedroom even when your husband is there because it's my sister's bedroom, or your brother when your wife is there, it's my, or whatever. Maybe your brother can get to your bedroom because it's my brother's. Like, they need to know this is my house with my children, and they come first. And when we give, because that's something else, people will come and say how they were mistreated by their family members. I stayed with my auntie, my uncle, and they mistreat. No, they didn't mistreat you. The fact that they asked you to clean the utensils, they didn't make you their house girls. Who are you expecting to clean the utensils? And yet you are also eating in that house. You are not going there to be served. So, but with clear boundaries. Before they come, let them know, this is your bedroom. You can enter here, you can enter. Like, be that formal with them to ensure we will never crisscross. And no one will say, no, you mistreated me, because you will come knowing the rules in my house. Also, the art of empathy and mindfulness. It's also good to get to know we are all not blessed the same. When you go to the village and they've cleaned, they've done everything for you, please don't just ask them, kazi yenu ni kulala tu. I mean, today they did something. They've even slaughtered an entire mbuzi. Or you just look at them and you say, like you want to, by the time you are living there, their demeanor goes low, their self-esteem, because you want to minimize everything they are. You don't have to do that. And if you are also there helping them, You don't have to make it so public that everyone need to know. I'm the one who has helped you. I'm the one who did this to you. So mindfulness, also getting to know the triggers. You are different. Your sisters should know what annoys Lynn. You should also know for each and every of your sister. There is the one who just like, you can call me anytime. There is one, if you disrupt my sleep, I'm not going to sleep again. What are you doing?
Why are you calling me?
It starts with small things as that. Respect their spaces by just being able to know the triggers. How can we ensure that you're okay? If that call for money, then don't call asking for money. Just call, check on them. If you really need money, they'll also see you've behaved.
Yes.
Lynn, many other times, siblings will not give their brothers or sisters money, not because they don't have. In fact, they maybe just wanted to send until you send that triggering call. Hello, hi, I need some 2K urgently. You can call me apart from when you have an urgent need.
When you need money.
Imagine you don't have to. If they need to come and support you, and you should not be entitled.
Yes.
We also talk about the forgiveness. Some of the things we are carrying, Lynn, and families today, I think I've seen this out there where people say, we don't talk as cousins. When you look back, what happened to people being cousins in families? Why? Because we inherited our parents' forgetting they were siblings, but also forgetting we are the parents of tomorrow. We'll also get to a level, imagine, Lynn, where your children, your sister's children, your brother, they can never meet eye to eye because we've now transferred the hate. We are even making them feel like why I was not able to give them the best life is because of their uncle. I mean, let's stop this. What we are not able to resolve, forgiveness can apply. This is your blood brother, blood sister. Lynn, have seen people cry, and they cry when it's too late, when you didn't get a chance of just having. And you know, forgiving really doesn't mean that you are lesser a person.
Yes.
You want to have that burden carried away. I've seen cases where siblings, they believe the sister is the one who goes for the witchcraft. That's why, I mean, a lot of things.
Yes, that's why I'm stuck.
That's why I'm stuck.
My sister aliniendea.
Ameturoga. And now, when you grow, you start your own family, your children, there is somewhere they can never go. They can never go to their auntie.
Yes.
Because if they happen to go there, watarogwa. What do we do? We are transferring the same. In fact, years to come, we'll have an entire generation. They'll just have to look back. What do you mean? That you are once family.
Good.
How? How? Because we've inherited hurt people.
There you go. Hurt people.
Hurt people. And it will never stop.
Yes.
It calls one person from the family to say no. Siblings, we need to stop this.
Yeah.
Call them for a meeting. You, when is the last time you spoke to your sister, to your brother? Have seen cases where even someone can't go to maybe burial or wedding of their sibling. At time, we can forgive and we prioritize the fact that we were born. You know, there is things that you choose in this life. People divorce, separate, and they go their own way. No one will ever come and question. That family is not there. The moment you sign the divorce paper, you are not there.
Yeah.
Whatever you had is, but we do not have anywhere we go to divorce because we are siblings. So the fact that back at your mind, you will forever know you had a brother and a sister, it's also not helping you. It's not helping the other person either. We can work towards reconciling and open communication. I don't like it when you all come for family gathering. My work is to clean the utensils.
Please, yes.
Yeah.
Hata nyi mniserve.
I also want to be there and I listen to the stories.
Mami wana siwezi fanya. I'm telling you for free. Kama tunaenda kuosha vyombo, sisi wote,
everyone.
Kama ni chapati tunapika, we pika chapati, mimi nipike dengu, mwingine achukue apike kuku.
Yes.
Tulete chakula hapa sisi I am telling you for free.
And you think so many families, they have that privilege?
They gotta learn.
They don't. But they need to.
They need to learn.
They need to.
They need to learn. Because mimi sikufurahia hiyo kitu.
No.
Where nyinyi ndio. Aibu osha hiyo.
Imagine.
Ile mpeleke ile. No.
Or your work is to keep on giving each and every guest food. So Lynn, tuko na mgeni mwingine.
Agoje nikule.
Kula haraka.
Agoje pia mimi nikule kwanza then.
Mlete chakula utamalizia baadaye, you know? Yeah. Let's sit and talk. Because Lynn, when you look back, even when we are growing up, like even our families, our parents, they could talk about even the second cousin, and you're wondering, wow. Today, forget about the second cousins. Even first cousins, we don't get to meet. But it all started right from because if siblings, they are not meeting, how will cousins meet? How? And if you've been told your aunt ni Ngugi, how do you meet? You will definitely. Your cousins. No, you will not. So we just need to kill that thing of who ni Ngugi, I don't know. No. We are all different. It's still okay to have a very rich auntie and a rich uncle, and you don't have to bother them with CV. You can just let them know, this is my qualification. Should you get to hear something, I'm open for it. Yes. Because the moment you get that CV, they are waiting for you to call them tomorrow. For a job. If you don't, you are labeled. Yeah, their work is, they just want to be the best out there. They can't even, they don't owe you any job to start with. Whether they are running their own organization. They are nice to strangers, or not. But not nice to family members. And we'll be busy showing, you see this person? And we go on. That thing need to stop. We just need to know we are one family. And of course, we've talked about the open communication. But it's also good to be able to reflect back. Could we be dealing with unresolved even childhood issues that I had to drop school for you to be taken to school, and that has grown this far? Could it be about our parents? We can go back and we talk to them. It's okay. We know so and so because Lynn will come with unka. But you know what, mommy? You don't have to do it openly. You can love. And this is what I tell parents. It's okay because we are all human. But as long as you are giving equal attention. Because validation and seeking for love and attention is what actually brings about the sibling rivalry. And of course, lastly, where things they are not working, before you think about the court, come for therapy. We do a lot when it comes to family therapy. And people reconcile. Oh, yes. There is hope. There is hope. It's all not lost. There is hope, and a very big hope. I love that. Thank you, Trizah. You know, I didn't actually think this was gonna go so deep because I think we have cousins we never speak to simply because we saw how the parents were relating. Now the brothers and sisters were relating, and I don't think people realize how easily it can trickle down even to the children, because they are observing. Someone will be observing you and Francis. Your children are observing your relationship, you and your brother, you know, and they will feel they need to take sides, and you are putting them in a very awkward situation, because I don't think children can choose their uncle's side. They'll choose their parent's side. And that now when you grow, you realize again, as you said, we don't have cousins. We no longer talk to cousins because, and when you go back to what happened, you're like, you can't even tell what happened, but you just find yourself in those awkward moments. But I love what you've said, even before you walk away or say, I'm done, come for therapy. And that is something that I recommend. But before I let you go, two things I would want you to remind our audience about. You've spoken about therapy. Maybe you can expound on the therapy part of All Smiles. But could you also briefly walk us through the rehab? Because for me, I have always said, if someone is struggling, I've had a family member and they came, this is not an ad, but they came to the rehabilitation, and I think the team did an incredible job. But could you expound to any parent that is watching, and maybe they have someone or anyone that is watching and they have their loved ones and they don't know where to start matters therapy, rehabilitation, and I know there are people watching and admiring Trizah, the therapist or the psychologist. How can they go about training for that? Feel free. Not great. An ad, but feel free. Thank you. And thank you always for giving me this opportunity. So let me start with the rehabilitation. And I say, one, we are demystifying the way people thought Rehab is a jail.
Yes.
Lynn, you've been there, as you've said, with a loved one,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you've realized it's not. And so rehabilitation center, they are not actually bad places. So at All Smile, we've made our rehab to be a hotel-like.
Yes.
We say recovery with dignity. And that's why we go an extra mile. By the way, our clients, they don't clean after their clothes. They actually don't clean, literally. I know that has been challenged, but you know, the occupation part of it, and we are like, if we say I need to recover, Lynn, I also don't clean my clothes.
Yes.
Then this is a disease. And you're telling me as I'm recovering, I start cleaning my clothes and, you know, and all that. So not just about cleaning clothes. I was just trying to bring it for you to get to see. There is so much that goes on. We've made first our environment to be very conducive. Now, how do you get to the rehab? And who is this person going through substance? That person, you'll not meet them. It's actually not the person you're having at the back of your mind. It's someone who looks like you and me, like you, Lynn, and me. In fact, we say if you want to meet very brilliant mind, just visit rehabilitation center. Come to All Smile, you'll be surprised. Like all the clients we've had, I can say they're actually of a high intelligence.
Yes.
There are people, when you listen to them, you just look back and say, wow, I'm happy we are getting this back. So we do an entire 90-day program, and it's good to note, addiction does not happen in one day. It takes time. Francis talked about 17 years, you know, and other people. So it takes time. Don't come in a hurry wanting your person to be fixed, because that's not how it works. In fact, we say a minimum of 90 days. And we have psychiatrists, we have psychologists, we have a psychiatry nurses, you've met them.
Yes.
And they do great work. In fact, anytime you go there, even as a staff, I need to have an appointment with the staff there, because they're already busy doing their work. We prioritize the needs of our clients. We give them the first priority in everything. And they live in harmony. They also get to network there.
Yeah.
Apparently, you will come, you'll meet doctors, you'll meet everyone.
Pilots.
Okay, let me go on, because doctors might say, I have said they're the one. Doctors, pilots, like everyone, lawyers, everyone, because we've said it's just like me and you. So they also get to network, but it's not about bringing them for networking. It's all about the recovery.
Yes.
Addiction is a disease. Addiction is a brain disease. It takes time. We do cognitive restructuring to ensure that even when this person leaves our rehabilitation center, it's not just they were away for drugs holiday. They came to recover. I've seen people leaving. I'm so happy for them. And you know, like, you know, the person we are talking about, the way, you know, I'll say, I'm so happy for the person and all that, and proud of them, and seeing the, you know, the milestone and the growth, because ours, we talk about embracing sobriety. So it's an entire game changer. It brings back, it's actually a restoration, and that's my greatest happiness. Maybe you are there wondering, I wish my brother, my sister would agree to go to a rehabilitation center. I can tell you for sure they will not. 99% of our clients, they are all involuntary. People call, then they say, I'll talk to them. Get to know when someone is suffering from addiction, they lose the insight. They can never make some decision, because during this time you are competing, you, the healthy you, and the addicted brain. So how do you want to get me off my comfort zone? I don't want to go to rehab unless it's a place I'm going with my substance or whatever I take. It takes you as a loved one to be able to notice, and you bring them back. One thing I say is that addiction is close home. When we had Francis here, my brother, he shared about his journey. And we also shared about losing our dad in addiction. So addiction, it's good for people to know it's a disease and it kills. So if we do not want to just watch our loved ones, let's be there. Let's offer them that helping hand. I think anyone that we've interacted with, they'll always say, I didn't know what it was. And don't worry, when they resent and they fight, trust you me, the first 1 month, it's always very hard. And that's why we say no communication for 30 days with the family, because we want to work on them and with them so that they can realize. So yeah, we are here as All Smiles Rehabilitation Center, an inpatient facility. We offer everything to do with addiction recovery. And yeah, look out for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that. The training. before you forget.
Oh, the training.
Yes.
First, we have an intake coming this September.
Yeah.
So we train in courses to do with psychology and mental health. We have diploma in counseling psychology, certificate in counseling psychology, diploma in marriage and family therapy, as well as a certificate. And we also have a short course that is psychology and mental health first aider course. Now, all this we do as All Smiles, and we train our services apart from the rehabilitation center. Yes. Our other services, they are both virtual, that is online. You don't have to come, whether you're diaspora, you are within Kenya, even in Nairobi, and you want to have this at comfort of your home or at your workplace, you can have it online or in person. Some people, they just want to be in a classroom and get to learn. Yes. So get to know that's what we are doing. And I'm happy because from the previous video, by the way, people have reached out. And we are happy to see that you also want to join the profession, because one thing, it's still a virgin area. Mental health has been forgotten, and not just in Kenya or Africa, it's across the globe. Before, people were saying, but where will I get employment? The reason why that was not available is because of the stigma, and people are not even aware about it. It's still a virgin market. Yes. So if you are to choose a career, if you are lost, but again, it requires you, because it's a journey of self-discovery. It first works on you. You start loving people that you don't like, and because you'll be able to understand them more, but again, becoming a helper. And that's the most important thing. So we are here as All Smiles, and our diploma and certificates, they are examined by TVET, so it's good to talk about that. And we are also accredited by NITA to offer the training and the short course.
Good. Now I feel like I've shortchanged the therapy. Now maybe briefly, I feel like I shortchanged
the therapy.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, we are professional psychologists, and maybe people might be asking, but Trizah is the one to do all these things. No. We are actually a team of psychologists. Yes. And we all have good thing is we see clients both again virtually and in person. It's okay not to be okay. And just to know you are not okay, it's one step to recovery. And you don't have to have any reason to go for therapy. Lynn, my very first time to see a therapist, I remember, because that time I was doing my master's in psychology, and it was a requirement by school. And I just told my therapist, I'm here because the school requires me to have 10 hours. And they just laughed at me. We were done with the 10 hours. I was not done unpacking. It took so long to be able to discover who Trizah is. People ask, how do I go for therapy? What will I go and say? You don't have to. You just book that first session. Yes. Just book the first session, and you'll be able to be helped on how to uncover yourself. Most of the time, we are masked by so much in us, and it takes someone else and a professional at it to see your blind spot and help you just process, and you'll be able to realize there is well-being and emotional stability. So yeah, at All Smile, and we see everyone from children, families, and in this case, parents. Yes. Let's normalize taking our children for therapy. We talk about childhood traumas in adults, but we are able to counter that if only we are able to allow them go to for therapy, and you get to discover. Maybe you think you are giving them everything that they need. They're about to come for holidays, and we're already planning for vacations for them and all that. You could actually be compensating. They grow to say, my parents were not there, but they ensured we have the global drop-ups for KFC and all that. Like, we had everything apart from their presence. So there is so much, or maybe they're also going through a lot in school. When they say they do not want to go back to that school, please don't start justifying. Do you know I went to school without shoes? Then I'm paying so much, you're telling me you do. Could be your child is going through a lot. So yeah, we see even for couples, for everyone, we are here, we are professional counseling center.
Yeah, thank you, Daktari.
Oh, yes.
It's an honor to see you winning in life, and honestly, being part of All Smiles and the incredible work that you're doing also gives me joy, because I have seen firsthand what even the rehabilitation center has been able to do. So for me, my wish, guys, and not being paid to say this, but in case this is a struggle that someone is encountering, then they might want to check you out.
Oh yeah, sure. And I'm going to America.
Jeez. My people in the UK, by the time this airs, I'll definitely be with you, my guys in the UK, for Kenyan friends in the park. let's meet there this weekend so that we can have an amazing time with my sister Lydia Tet Olet. Watu wanaenda America, please waende peacefully. But for us, me, Muga, and Joshua Scholar Pole, tutakuwa UK. But I honestly do appreciate you guys for the support, and for me, I love hanging out with our audience here in Kenya and outside the country. So all the best as you go to Trump's land, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll be going to Colorado, Denver for American Psychological Association. I will ensure I call you. Lynn.
You're going for what again?
Yes, American Psychological Association conference, where I'll be doing a presentation. It's such a great honor, by the way. It's for the second time I'll be going to America. Last year I was in Washington. And I think after that I'll also pass by Washington and say hi. So watu wa America, I look forward to meet you. So
let me tell you guys, I dread when she's there. She calls me and starts the accent on the phone, and I'm like, you know what, Trizah, just stop it, just stop. But I wish you well on your presentation. It's good to see all smiles being represented globally, and I think that's the goal.
And congratulations. All the best in your UK trip.
Yeah.
Please, I'll keep on calling this time.
No, guys, by
to remind you, we're still waiting for you.
Don't nag me. Don't nag me.
Don't switch off
the
your
sibling
phone.
that will call me when I'm sleeping, I do not want. But shall we wind up?
Yeah, sure.
You're happy?
Yes.
All right. How does that parting shot look like for our audience? Feel free and remind them how they can get in touch with All Smiles, not the American people. All Smiles.
Oh yeah, not the American people. Yeah, we'll still be going on. We'll still be going on even with America. Yeah, you can always reach out to us.
Yes.
+254 793 561 669. Reach out to us. You can make a call. You can WhatsApp. We are very effective when it comes to WhatsApp because we have a team of admin people. When you call, maybe we are not able to respond to you on call, just WhatsApp. Ask for any of our services, be it the professional counseling, rehabilitation inquiries, or even for the training. Just come enroll because we're about to close on that. And thank you so much, LNN family. You have such a great family. And one thing, opposite of what we say that hurt people, in this case we say they pour us with love, which means LNN family is full of love. Thank you so much for loving us, and we love you back as Team All Smiles. We look forward to connect with you in class.
Yes, thank you so much, Trizah. Honestly, guys, I've felt nice having this conversation. You know, those simple things that you think don't relate, but when you are talking to different people in your network, you realize, okay, we have this in common. So this definitely is affecting a lot of people. That was the whole intention of bringing you this conversation, because even in my side conversations, I noticed that this is actually a conversation worth having. So let me know on the comment section what your take home has been. I love that we've addressed the root cause, we've addressed the solutions, the boundaries. So let me know what your take home has been. And even by watching this, if you feel like you want to reach out to that sibling and start the reconciliation journey, and maybe you do not know how to go about it, you can always reach to Team Trizah or Team All Smiles, and they are going to help you go through that stage in life. And if it's something you can't also handle and you are like, Lynn, I promise I've done my best, I always say sometimes it's okay to walk away regardless, right? So let me know what your take home has been on the comment section. As I said, I'm really excited to go and be part of the Kenyan Friends in the Park. This time not to cover a lot of stories, but just to rejoice with my sister Lydia Tet Olet as Kenyan Friends in the Park mark their 10th anniversary. So do get your ticket if you can. All the details are on the screen. You can be able to scan that and get more details on the event. Away from that, thank you to the incredible team at LNN that gets to put this work together. And if you've watched this all the way to the end and you've not subscribed, please subscribe. It goes a long way into making sure this conversation reach as many people as possible. I appreciate you, my people. If you want to share your story, you know the drill. info@lnn.digital. Share a summary of your story there, and who knows, we could be sitting here with you for another amazing conversation. One time, see you guys. Bye.